to an exciting preview of what's to come in the Emerging Leaders Program. Today, we're here with Laura Jones, a seasoned trainer and professional development coach with a rich background in various sectors, from hospitality to thoroughbred breeding. Laura, it's great to have you with us today.
Thank you, Merv. Great to be here.
Laura, I'd love to kick things off first by asking, could you explain how an understanding of DISC can enhance a leader's ability to lead and influence others?
Absolutely. So, to lead others, you have to be able to lead yourself first. And with the DISC assessment, it is actually more of a behavioral assessment than a personality assessment, but it does enable us to have an understanding of our preferences, whether we're an introvert or an extrovert, whether we're more task oriented or relationship oriented, and understanding those things have help to determine and identify how we behave in certain situations and how we respond. And in understanding that, it can help us know how others will perceive us. And then taking that a step further, knowing how others perceive us, we can then, in certain situations, when needed, if needed, we can adapt our responses, our behavior, modify that, and to better connect with other people as opposed to pushing them away or disconnecting with them. So we don't want to have that disconnect, because then we could potentially harm the relationship. But having the options to better connect with people who have different preferences and behavioral styles enable us to be a better leader.
That's really insightful. Appreciate you sharing that. So then what do you think are some of the more practical ways participants could potentially apply this assessment in their current roles?
Sure. We give you some simple tools to informally assess other people around you and how we're interacting with them. It enables you to read the room. So an example of that is I had a colleague years ago who we always used to tease him for being a bulldozer, and that he just came in like a bull at a china shop, wanted to get things done, was high energy, and could sometimes overpower people. In fact, one instance of that is we had some small meeting rooms where sometimes meeting people for the first time in that small room, that he would just dominate. And he never quite connected for him until he took the DISC assessment, and seeing that and having that understanding, and having, when necessary, how he may need to modify his behavior to better connect with people and to not bulldoze them, so to speak. He, over the years, has become one of my most admired business influencers that I know.
That's great. That's great. So when we look ahead, say after the program and beyond, what kind of long-term benefits can participants expect from understanding their DISC profile?
Absolutely. So having that awareness, and just as I mentioned with my colleague, that having the understanding and being able to read the room and knowing when you can modify and putting those practices, putting the practical applications in place and making those adaptations, seeing those results. It also can help looking at your team members, making sure that their jobs are aligned properly, that they're in the right roles that best suit their personal preferences. And overall, in being able to better connect with people who have different preferences and tendencies, can make us better collaborators, better communicators, and overall be a much more trusted resource for our teams.
That's terrific. Is there anything else that participants should or need to know, for this session?
That they will take the DISC profile prior to coming to the program, so they will have their results in hand. The first half of the program, we go over our personal results to have a better understanding of ourselves, and then in the second half, Now what does that mean to interacting with others? And we put that into a fun, practical application as well. So it is very interactive. We learn a lot about ourselves and others. So it's a fun dynamic.
Great, great. Thank you, Laura. And thank you for sharing these valuable insights. It's clear that DISC and this session will have the potential to transform how these emerging leaders can view and handle their roles.
Yes.
So to everyone out there watching, thank you for joining us. And this is your opportunity to dive deep into DISC and many more leadership tools with experts like Laura and our colleague, Danita Taylor. So be sure to register for the Emerging Leaders Program soon, as our early bird rate expires on May 17th. We also offer a limited number of need-based scholarships and can arrange monthly payment plans for your convenience. Visit our website, which is linked below, to secure your spot and to start your journey to become a more effective nonprofit leader. Thank you for joining us.